afternoon. Normally you guys only see my hands, but today I thought it was time to do a face-to-face with you guys, just on some thoughts that have been sort of bubbling around in my mind about the One Book July and things that I've just been sort of focusing on, and I didn't know whether it was going to be relevant to a lot of people, but I thought may as well get it out there anyway. So I've been thinking, I don't even know what it was, but I think I sat down to do some watercoloring and I thought it's been such a long time since I've been creative with such a limited amount of supplies. Now, I don't have a plethora of supplies, but I do have quite a decent little stash as I've collected over the years. And I find that sometimes having too much can be stifling, and I call it the suffocation of stuff. And you get all these things and you've got them all surrounding you and you think, right, now I'm going to create, now I can create, I've got this and this and this and this, and then you sit and you stare at your page and you don't know what to grab because you're paralyzed by your stuff. And I admit that's how I've been. That's probably why I haven't done any more arty videos for you guys, because I feel paralyzed by my things. I don't know what to do, I don't know what to pick up, I don't know what to use, how to start. It's just a ticking time bomb, and every time I sit down and look at a blank page, it becomes anxiety city. And so instead of doing everything with all my things, I do nothing with none of my things. And so when the One Book July thing came up, the idea of having one book and one pen and sort of one little bonus item, I thought that was going to be more challenging than it has been. Yet, granted, we're only on day 4 here in Australia, and it might get troublesome weeks down the track, but at the moment I'm enjoying the freedom to create instead of choosing. I'm using my energy to create things instead of spending my energy choosing things. And it hit me while I was sitting down yesterday with my little watercolor palette. And because I have like my Peerless watercolors, my Clean Color Zig pens that I use as watercolors, my distress stains, all these different types of watercolors, I didn't know what to grab and I didn't know where to turn, and so I didn't grab anything. And I thought to myself, I only have these to work with and that's it. And it was freeing. I wasn't being suffocated by my stuff. I wasn't being stressed by the thought of having to choose something and then what if I made the wrong decision? This is it. This is all you got. Bad luck. You've got no other decisions on the plate. Don't spend the energy choosing. You've got it. This is it. You chose. And I think it is amazing what you can do with a limited amount of supplies. And I thought that it was going to be the opposite. Oh, I'm going to feel restricted because I don't have all my pens and I don't have, you know, my pencil case that's, you know, crowded with choices. I have a little black biro and I have an aqua brush and I have my watercolors, my little set, and that's all. And I'm okay with that, and I am more than okay with that. I'm happy about that because it means that I can spend more of my time doing instead of choosing. So it's been really invigorating when I was brain dumping, which I hadn't done in such a long time because I hadn't been doing anything of the sort. And when I put the brain dump section in here, I kind of went, yeah, that probably won't get used, but I'll put it in there anyway. It's like a cool thing to do. And so I was writing down thoughts and things in my head that was just, you know, bubbling around. It's school holidays here, so it means that I've got a lot of free time when the kids are occupying themselves to sort of just think. Husband's at work, and it's just me and the teacup humans, and they're off being happy for 20 minutes, not killing each other. And so I thought, okay, so I'll use this time. So I did. I started brain dumping, and the thought of the suffocation of stuff came up, and I was like, a huge light bulb. When you have limited amount of choices, you don't have to use your energy in any other way but to do. And it might be completely different for everyone else, and you guys, there might be people out there that have like panic attacks over the fact that you can't use your 50,000 pens and you can't use this, that and the next thing. But for me, it's done the complete opposite, and I was surprised about that. So it just meant that I could explore colors that I wouldn't normally pick up, because normally I pick up my bright pink and my aqua distress stains. They're what I go to, they're always there, and so I don't have those, they're not in my little set. I do have a bright pink, but it was like I sat there the other day and picked colors that I would never put together because they're just not me. And that was when it hit me that I'm forced to use what's in here because that's all I've got. I don't have my hot pink gel pens to sort of do what I normally do. It was forcing me out of my corner and to explore, and I enjoyed that process. And it also meant that I could be journaling more. I must admit, this little insert here has taken me over a year to finish, and it shouldn't. I had a lot of blank moments of like, once it was April and then the next entry was in June, and I think having too many options can stifle your creativity, and I think that's what it was. I have journaled since I was a kid. I have kept all my journals, and you've probably seen my journal keeper series. I'm always journaling, but the past year or so I've been on and off journaling, and I think it was because I have too many options, and options can be great at times, but at the same time they can be paralyzing. And so the fact that this is all I've got, I don't have anywhere else to turn, has been very therapeutic, knowing that if I need to do something, I've got to find a spot for it in here because it's not going anywhere else. And I like it. And I also realized how much I missed a week at a glance. I missed that because I don't have it in my hobo. I have a day at a glance. And I will move this because that is someone's address. I'm sure she'd be a bit miffed if that came up on camera. And just little things that I'm discovering along the way that I didn't think I would be discovering so quickly into One Book July. So don't think of it as a restriction, think of it as energy saving. You're saving your energy to do the important stuff instead of procrastinating by picking things like choosing a color scheme or choosing which highlighter set or which pen or which ink. You're not spending that energy anywhere. You're spending your energy on actually doing, because you've made a choice and this is all you've got. So that's just my little One Book July sort of thought process. I thought that if I'm going to do updates like this, if you enjoy it, then do tell me and I'll keep doing it. If you prefer just the hands-on video instead of face-to-face, you can tell me, I'll understand. But I just thought that I would have a chat about it instead of writing on my blog, because I'm lazy and I don't feel like typing. I thought I would get on here and have like my little epiphany and see if it helps anyone to get a new perspective on things, because sometimes you pigeonhole yourself in a bubble, and sometimes you need someone else to tell you it's okay that you've got one pen and one book. It's okay. It's freeing. Think of it more as in a positive light than, oh my god, I can't use this and this. And some people might just really like having a lot of choices, and I thought I was one of those people. But it turns out that I kind of like not having to spend so much time and energy picking, that it's done for me and I can focus on creating. So that's just my little thought process, and I hope you guys are having a lovely weekend. It's very quiet in my house at the moment. I have only one kid home and he's playing Roblox on the iPad, and my son and my daughter are visiting my father-in-law in hospital. So hopefully he'll get out soon and everything will go back to normal. But I thought I'd just pop on in my bedroom where it's quiet and just explain to you what was bubbling around in my head while doing a brain dump. Who would have thought? The brain dump actually helped me this time instead of hindered me. So I will see you guys soon for another video. I'm not quite sure what it will be, but there will be something up. So take care. Bye.